y'all, Robin Nicole here. So I'm doing another unboxing today from the feed. One little update and disclaimer that I do want to give is there's one thing that has changed since this last unboxing video that I did just a few weeks ago, is that I know in the last video I had a water bottle I pulled out that it said Strava, the feed, sponsored athlete. At the time that I got that, I was in fact not a sponsored athlete. That has changed. I am now a Strava sponsored athlete through the feed. So I do just want to say that as a disclaimer, but these are still my own thoughts and opinions about this company and the products. So something that comes along with that sponsorship is a few fun little things. So they did send me a hat that says "Kudos are forever." And then they also sent me some Strava socks, Strava or it didn't happen, so that's kind of fun. I did get another water bottle. This one's different than the last one. This one is sleep, fuel, drink, sleep, the feed. And this one does, like the other one, have my name on it, which is cool. And most of what I got this time around is electrolyte type stuff. I'm still going through all of the gels that I got in my last box. If you didn't see my last video and have never heard of the feed, aren't familiar with them, the feed is a company that sells all things running fuel, or not just running, endurance fuel. They sell products for endurance athletes. So I do live in South Carolina. The weather is getting warmer here. We're in mid-April. It's kind of been in the 80s lately. So hydration is kind of a top priority of mine right now. So most of the stuff I got this time around is focused around that. So this is the drink variety pack, sample pack hydration stuff from Mortal Hydration. So I believe half of the flavor packets in here are salty flavors, and then I think the other half are sweet, but I'm not entirely sure. I have never tried these before. I've never tried this brand before, but I am super excited to give them a try. So one thing that I had a little bit of in my last unboxing that I ended up really liking, so I bought a ton more of, is Element. So these are very, very salty, just drink mixes. So this is the watermelon salt. You can see this one was one of my favorites. I got a ton of those. Probably my next favorite would be these raspberry salt. I don't know, I'm a fruity and salty person. What can I say? The next one that I got a lot of is the orange salt. I ended up liking this one way more than I expected to. And also the citrus salt I ended up liking more than I expected, so I got a bunch more of those. I did pick up a few more of the mango chili. I really liked these last time, but I'm not crazy about them, so I did only get a few of these. I also, kind of same thing with the grapefruit salt, liked them. Not sure I love them, so only got a few of those. And then I got a few new flavors to try. So this is the chocolate salt and the chocolate caramel. So super excited to try a couple new flavors. Another thing that is new to me, but that I want to utilize as I'm doing more training, longer runs, being outside more in this heat and humidity, is salt sticks. So this is just a little chew tab, 2 tabs per serving. There's 10 tabs in here. This is the watermelon flavor, so I am expecting that I'll probably like these quite a bit, and I'll probably have a lot more of these in my next package from the feed, but I did just want to try a small sample first just to see how I like them before I start buying in bulk. So the next thing I have here, sorry, my knees are bothering me, so let me change positions real quick. That's better. The next thing I have here in front of me is some sports fuel from Scratch Labs. So these are all chews. I did get some more of the sour cherry. this is what I had got in my last pack. It was my first time trying Scratch Labs. I did really enjoy these, obviously, since I ended up buying more of them. The caveat is, again, I live in South Carolina. It's been in the 80s lately. I have noticed that these do get pretty melty when I have them in my hydration vest and go to take them out on a long run, as these do get pretty sticky, so just kind of something to be aware of. I also got some in raspberry and orange and the lemon and green tea. So excited to try those. Something that I also really liked from my last box from the feed was these Cliff blocks. This is the sour green apple. This is the same one I got in my last box from the feed. I did decide to try a couple other flavors. So I have the salted watermelon as well as the strawberry lemonade. And just so you guys know, some of the flavors are caffeinated, so just something to be aware of if you guys do decide to try these. Pay attention to which ones are caffeinated and which ones are uncaffeinated, especially if you're someone who is sensitive to caffeine. Another thing, kind of been in the market for new running shoes, of course, as I'm putting on the miles. So I did go ahead and buy my first pair of Hokas, which I'm super excited about. I was really looking for some trail runners, and I happened to find the women's Zinals on a pretty good sale. So you guys can see these have the good grip for, kind of rough terrain on trails that you may have. You can see they've already gotten a little bit dirty. I am also in the market for another pair of running shoes for city running, because the Nikes that I have been wearing are getting kind of worn down just from having so many miles put on them. But I do love, these are the Nike Roche. You can see from how clean the bottoms are. I've actually been using these shoes for several months, but the way they keep so clean is I only use these ones for my home treadmill, so that's why these ones are so clean and have solid tread on them even after who knows how many miles. I also have been saving up for a Garmin watch. I believe I'm going to end up getting the Garmin Forerunner 165. So it is more on the entry level side, but still has a lot of the perks of some of the more expensive watches on the market. So I'm really looking forward to that. Obviously, running is still my hyper-fixation right now, and I am super excited to have this Strava the Feed sponsorship, and it's just cool to be able to say that I'm a sponsored athlete. That's something that I don't think I ever thought I would be able to say. So yeah, that's my unboxing from the feed, and that's kind of a life update for you guys, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye, y'all.